Good morning, my friends. Today I am showing you how I make my sabjis. Dal would be the same way, lentil soup. If you are preparing that, the basic idea is the same. I have bhindi today, and it's very good for diabetes and heart conditions and for everyone. I'm adding a lot of potatoes because I don't have that much bhindi here. Bhindi is okra. I'm also going to add some onions. I know some of you don't eat that. So my pan is getting hot here. I started heating it up before I started recording. Here goes my cumin seeds in the pan. I'm going to add some mustard seeds. Okay, can you hear? They are already popping. If you look carefully, they are dancing already. Okay. That's how you cook without oil. In Indian cooking, the flavor comes from not the oil but the spices, right? So when our seeds pop, they release the oils, and that gives our food a distinct flavor. Okay, so let's stir it so it doesn't get burnt. I don't cook with any broth or any water, but you can. I'm going to add my onions that I chopped earlier. I will roast it. So since I don't use any other medium to saute, I have to stay with it for a few minutes so it doesn't get burnt. I always use steel pans, stainless steel pans. This is something I got from India. It's called STAHL, Stahl, made by Futura company, and it has double layers. It's very good. It retains the heat for a long time. Alright, so that was very quick. It's almost done now. So I have learned, I have taken some classes in Ayurvedic cooking. Whenever I go to naturopathy centers, they show us how they make their delicious food. So we don't add any spices at this time. Because they get burnt easily. Alright, so my onions have been sauteed. I'm going to add my okra and my potatoes there. I'm doing everything with one hand here. There you go. And stir it. Turn the heat on the stove to low. And I will cover this with a lid after I add the turmeric. And cumin powder and coriander powder. This is 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric or haldi. Here is my 1/4 teaspoon of coriander powder, extremely good for our heart, and I would say 1/8 of a teaspoon of cumin powder. I will also add a chana masala to it later on. Now, if you're avoiding salt, you have to read the labels, because many of the spice mixtures called garam masala have salt added to it. In fact, you have to watch out for turmeric also. It's contaminated with rice powder and fillers. So it's hard to find the right source. But anyway, so then I'm going to cover this with a lid, and halfway through I'm going to add the tomatoes. Not at this stage. I used to cook it differently when I didn't know this method, but now I cook it this way after I took some classes, and I've been doing it for, I would say, 10-15 years this way. Food tastes really good. Hey friends, we are back with the okra sabji, bhindi sabji. So it's almost done. Wow, look at that. Doesn't it look appetizing? So I added some masala to it, which is the garam masala, chana masala I have used, the mixture of spices. Okay, I'm adding tomatoes now. It might be too much. Let's find out how much we need. So when you are making sabji like this, you have to stay with it, not constantly, but you have to come back to it every 5 minutes or so and check on it so it doesn't get burnt. Last time when I did that, made this last week, because I used half of it last week, so I was not very careful and I left it cooking and was doing something else, and some of it got burnt. So you have to be careful. I think I'm going to add all of the tomatoes. Should add good flavor to it. I don't waste anything. So I'm going to add the last 2 pieces of tomatoes, and I'm going to cover it again and let it cook. At the very end, when it's all done, I will be adding small amount of salt. Okay, and because the garam masala I'm using already has some salt added, so I will add a small amount at the very end and stir it again, garnish it with coriander leaves, and it will be ready. Okay, I'll show you the finished product. Bye for now.